Hello everybody, thank you for joining me for this workout. Today we are going to be doing no equipment legs. Some of our exercises will be in the chair and some of our exercises will be working from a seated to a standing position or from a standing position only. I will have modifications for those moves if you prefer to stay in your chair. Easy setup today. Go ahead, get everything ready, grab some water, hit subscribe, and we're gonna get moving right now. All right, we're ready to go. Let's go ahead, jump right on into the warm-up. Send those hands down to the thighs, fingertips pointing in towards each other. Open up the spine, roll that chest up nice and tall, and then exhale. Tuck it all in, pull those abs in. Even though we are working on our legs today, we want the abs to keep us nice and stable. You can go ahead and get big in those toes and really push that back towards the back of your chair, opening and stretching through the spine. Feel nice and good. Get everything warmed up, loosened up. We'll get a little bit of work in, and then we'll cool it down and really stretch it out. Go ahead, pedal out those feet for me here. So through the toes, through the ankles. Shoes or no shoes, it's still the same movement here. Keep those abs pulled in even though we're not doing a whole lot yet. It's good just to have it set in habit. Awesome job, nice. Big march with those legs, and give me opposite arm here, just increasing the heart rate nice and slow. If you feel like you have to lean away as that knee draws up, just don't lift them quite as high. So keep them a little bit lower there. That way your body can stay nice and tall through the spine, really open through the neck and the shoulders. And then see if you can speed this up just a little. And if you need to slow or if you need to lower those legs just a little bit to gain some of that speed, that's okay too. Nice and easy. And then we'll tap it out to the side. So foot stops in the middle. We don't want to swing real wide. So if you notice that your hips are starting to turn, not quite so far, we want to stretch out the hip. Really easy and gentle to start. If you're turning with your leg, you're gonna lose a little bit of that stretch. Beautiful job here. And you should be hopefully starting to get a little bit warm, starting to feel a little bit more like work. Let's do 10 on the right. Halfway there. Last one, 10 on the left. Three, 2, and 1. Go ahead, widen them out. Hacky sack here. So the foot is reaching for the hand. Try to resist the temptation to bring the foot low and then reach the hand down to it. So draw that foot up, widen out just a touch, inner thighs working here. We're transitioning pretty quickly into that work. Good. And then we will go 10 on the right. Eight, 9, and 10. 10 on the left. Three, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Now we're gonna swing, kind of kick the right foot out at an angle. Not a lot of pressure in the knee on that kick. Don't lock it out. Just an easy kick. Take the heel in and touch towards the center of your chair, or even to that left shin, and then we're gonna switch sides. And you should kind of feel the back of the leg there above the knee working just a little bit. Good, you can hold that knee up a little bit higher, really squeeze through that back muscle there in the leg. They're a little bit tough to work from a seated position, but I like to get creative and find ways. We don't want to just skip them. Those are too big and too important of a muscle group, the hamstrings and the glutes. We don't want to just skip them. Go to the left here, and then you guessed it, 10 on the right. Hug it in, kick it out. Halfway there. Hug those abs in still. You're doing awesome. I have no doubts. 2 and 1, 10 on the left. One side might feel stronger than the other, and that's okay. Just try to find a way to engage with that work. Halfway there. 9 and 10. Beautiful job. We'll take those wide stance, take it in just a little bit. Easy kicks here to the front. If you are in bare feet or if you are in shoes that allow it, kind of point those toes as you kick out. Very good. Nice and solid in through these quads. Don't lock out that knee. Keep that knee soft so there's not a lot of pressure building within that joint. And then we will do 10 on the right. Halfway there. 2, 1, 10 on the left. Very good. Halfway there on this one. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Flatten those feet. Scoot those hips forward in the chair if you need to. Now, you feel the part of your body that's connecting to your chair, the glutes, kind of through the booty area. I just want you to imagine squeezing and engaging the muscles all through that area and just engage, release. So a nice, easy pulse up, squeeze it in and release. So you might be able to see and feel a little bit of bounce in the body as those muscles tighten. You kind of lift a little bit and then they release and you lower back down just a little bit of space. I know it's kind of goofy, but like I said, we really want to make sure that we're working these big muscle groups, help support and keep that low back nice and strong. Pulsing and releasing. And now I want you to engage and hold for 10, 9. Keep holding, squeeze as tight as you can. Halfway there. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Very good. Your feet are planted nice and solid here, and I just want you to turn those toes out slightly. Let the knees follow with the toes, so we don't want the knees buckled in real tight. You have the option here to just lean forward, press those feet into the floor, and sit back down. I'm not going to do a separate modification here for this one because this is the extent. You're just going to do the beginning of the move, leaning forward, pushing the feet, and leaning back. If you would like a little bit more work, you're going to lean forward, push the feet into the floor, raise. You're not going to come to full extension. You're just going to stay over the chair and take it back down. So whichever modification is right for you, we're going to do 10 here. So we should all in all have about 10 of these difficult ones and about 20 of the lighter ones if you decided to stay there. Watch those knees as you lift. Try not to let them come in. They stay out over the toes. You're halfway there. Nice and tight in the core. Good, lifting and lowering back down so we're not pushing the knees forward. Last one here. Beautiful job, take it down, give that all a little second. Quick break, quick drink of water if you need it. We'll go ahead, flat feet, narrow stance again, lift the right leg up. We're gonna swing this out, tap the floor and lift. 10 times here. Flat foot. Very good. 9 and 10, bring it back in. Same thing on the other side. Lift the left leg, take it out as far as you can without forcing it. Set it down, lift, back in, working on a little bit of hip strength here. Good, core nice and tight. Don't let your body move with this leg. Nine and 10, beautiful job. Take it in, go back to the right foot, flat on the floor, left toes tuck under. Modification here, lean forward, push the right foot into the floor and sit back. So it's the starting position, again, just like our squat, stand, not full extension if you do choose to stand. So however big you want to make this movement, you either modify right here, staying connected in your chair and just leaning weight into the leg and pulling back, or if you would like a little bit more of a challenge, lean forward, lift, hover that booty over the chair, sit back down 10 times. Little bit of balance here. Knees stay over those toes on the right side. Good, you should be able to see the toes so we know that the knee is not pushing really far forward. That's why we have ourselves hovering above the chair to make sure we're not driving that knee forward. We're just working through that glute area and sitting back down. Nice solid hold. If you're just leaning forward and back, there is plenty of work for you there, and speed will be on your side. Last one here. Take it down, shake that leg out. Right over to the other side, so soft on the right foot. You can even take a flat foot if you need a bigger modification and just work with that left side, forward and back. Option here to lift and lower 10 times if you're doing lift and lower. If you're not lifting out of the chair, just see how many you can get. Try to keep it equal with that right side. Core nice and tight. This leg's not nearly as strong, but that's perfect. That's why we want to work on this. Chest, shoulders, neck, head all stay up. 2 more. I know you're probably getting a little tired. That's good. We came here to work. 1. Lower that down. Beautiful job. We're gonna turn to the right side. We're gonna stand up on the right leg, and then we're gonna take the left leg to your chair. So you're gonna kind of bend those hips back, bend those knees, flat back here, reach it down and lift. Push the floor away from you. You're really using the muscles through this right leg to lift and lower yourself up and down. I have the modification if you want to stay in your chair. Push the whole foot into the floor to lift back up. 2, last one, step, left leg off, sit it down, come back to the center and just wiggle out those ankles for me a little bit here. And then we will go to the left side. Same thing here with your modification. You'll just take the left leg out. Go ahead, stand on the left leg, right leg comes to the chair nice and supported, soft bend in the knee, hips come back, lower and lift. It's not a big movement. Use that foot to lift and lower yourself. Core nice and tight. Three more. And one beautiful job. Come on up, step this leg off of the chair, have a seat, take it back to the center. All right, we are definitely working, moving nice and steady. Let's go ahead, engage those glutes underneath you. Release, engage, and release. So we're just gonna kind of start easing down off of this just a little bit. Good. Get a nice solid squeeze, release them down. Good, don't be shy with the abs, hug and pull them in as well. Very good. Release them down. Take a nice step out to the right side of your chair and just let that left leg drop on down and draw that left arm up. Now I'm going to take my right hand to the back of my chair just to make sure that it stays nice and heavy. And then I'm going to kind of lean towards the seat, feeling a nice whole side body stretch here. And then I'm going to ease that back in as I step and turn myself forward. I'll step the right foot in, take the left leg over the top and sit on up nice and tall, and just stretch the chest forward until you feel kind of the limit of that hip stretch here on this left side. You don't want to stress anything out. It's about releasing tension, not really causing it. So be easy with yourself here. As we sit here for just a second, this is a great place for a little bit of ankle circles. You can flex and point through the foot. Don't lose your stretch here though. Very good. Let's sit on up. Make sure that your right foot is planted firmly into the floor. Take those hands forward. Reach it forward and inhale back. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Stay nice and tall through the spine. And exhale, hold it here again. And if you would like this time, you can kind of soften the body down towards the floor, letting the low back release as well. And then kind of turn the body over to the right side. Good, it could look a lot different for everyone. It could be a little bit higher. You could be up here a little bit more. Whatever works for you. It doesn't all have to look the same to feel amazing. Ease that up, step or slide this left leg down, out to the side, drop that right leg on down. I'm gonna take my right arm up and I'm gonna ease this left hand towards the back of my chair, and I'm just gonna take that nice stretch here towards the back of my chair with this left hand, side body stretch. And then I'm gonna ease it back up, turning myself forward, stepping the left leg in, and we'll take the right leg over, up on top. Could be tighter, it could be looser. Two sides of the body, two completely different stories. That's so normal. We do want to try to even them out over time. But for now, we'll work with what we have. So draw yourself nice and tall. Ease the chest forward so we're not slumping down, we're just stretching forward. Kind of wiggle that hip down into the chair. Option for ankle circles here. Whatever feels good. Don't lose your hip stretch. Point and flex. Nice little hybrid workout today between calisthenics and body weight resistance and a little bit of yoga. Mobility and flexibility, it's an important part of your fitness too. So if you're new to yoga, it can be a little intimidating, so hopefully this is a nice way to ease into a really great stretching routine. I have quite a few chair yoga videos under the playlist. If you are now intrigued and curious to give those a try, they are there for you. Take it down. Ease the body forward. Good. Try not to push on this knee as you relax here, especially if you feel a little bit of pain or pressure or you have sensitive knees. And then kind of let your body turn to the left, just slightly get into that back just a bit. And then ease that back up. Go ahead and slide the right leg off and down. And we're gonna kind of take it out to the side of your chair. Toes are going to be all the way up. Now, I want you to hold your chair nice and firm here, either with your left hip or with your left hand as you just slide on down towards those toes. So you want to make sure that all of the body weight isn't on just the right side of your chair. You don't want it to come with you. You want your chair to stay in place. Reach. Pull those toes up higher. Engage through that quad muscle to pull the kneecap up. Bring it back in. Flatten through this left foot. Slide the right leg in. Lean to the back of your chair and grab underneath this leg and just gently pull the knee towards the shoulder. Great place for some more of those ankle circles here. And then release that leg just a little bit. You still hopefully have a nice good hold of it. And just peel those toes up and then lift the leg back up. Now, wherever you grab to support this leg and feel that stretch is totally up to you. You can point through a yogi foot here, which means that you're just pointing through the ball of the foot and opening the toes. Or you can just simply peel the foot up towards you. Either way, nice good stretch. Set that one down. Same thing here. Take the left leg out to the side. Make sure that those hips are still coming down towards the center of your chair, or add a little bit of weight with the right arm. Go ahead, left toes peel all the way up, slide and reach it down. Should not be a super intense stretch. How far you reach on down totally depends on your flexibility, but the body is up, so we don't want to start being out here. You want to be right shoulder over that hip. Take it back in, flatten through that right foot. Draw this left leg in. Again, you can rest to the back of your chair if you have one. Draw underneath that leg and guide the knee in towards that left shoulder. Nice and easy here. If you have sensitive fingers or wrists, this is a great place for a yoga strap or even just a nice towel to give you something else to pull on. Go ahead, straighten that leg out a little bit lower and then guide it back up. Take the body forward a little bit. See where you can find the stretch. It should be the whole back of the leg, but especially up behind the knee, up in the hamstring area. Take that one down. And then go ahead, scoot those hips back to your chair. And just a couple little ankle circles here, kind of going out. And then you can kind of curl them in, whatever works good. And then scoot those hips forward. And kind of, you can interlace the fingers, you can just make a nice little fist and just shimmy the knees side to side here. You can even come to flat hands, or if you have a yoga block, that's good too, just kind of moving a little bit through the knees. It should not be painful. If it's painful, you're definitely gonna wanna skip it. Come on up to those toes and kind of make just a few little circles here with those ankles, still keeping those knees in together on the hands, your block, your towel, whatever you have. Good, ankles should be feeling good. Rise it on up tall into the spine. Slide those hands forward. As you reach those hands forward, slide the hips to the back of your chair, and the stomach will start to meet the tops of the thighs. And you can kind of just land there with wherever feels good. You can come to a full seated forward fold. You can kind of be up here at the top if that feels better. And then you'll just pick yourself on up, and it should kind of land in a really great place here up at the top, nice and supported into your chair. And we'll take one last good solid deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale, let it go through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me for this workout today. It was a nice, I don't want to say easy, but it was a quick, lower intensity workout, and I hope that you feel yourself developing strength and stability through those leg muscles. Like I said at the beginning, I have lots more workouts coming for you guys Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. When we start getting up into higher subscriber numbers, we might look at adding a few more dates. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Until our next video, please take good care of yourselves. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do that now. I will see you guys next time.